The next system we're going to show you is the ADB Mini Backpack. This has exactly the same payload weight range as the ADB Mini box. It takes between 5 and 20 kilos. What's special about this is that we've designed the bag to actually form a backpack. So if anyone's ever carried 20 kilos for any length of time, you'll know it's quite heavy. This bag has two separate straps that during flight will be tucked inside. But once the system's landed, you can take these two straps out of the bag, and using the tags at the end and these two loops at the bottom here, you can tie them together to form a fairly useful backpack. So we're quite excited about this. The components in this system are very, very simple. We have the bag, we have the same pre-packed parachute, same design that we've used on the other systems. Obviously this one's the mini chute. We have a box that holds our energy dampening material in place. We have our energy dampening material in a pad. Again, a fold-out pad, sits neatly inside the box, and a roll of tape. For this demonstration we're going to use two 10 kilo bags of rice as our payload. So if you watched our previous videos, you'll know that the ADB Mini box took just over 7.5 minutes to prepare for flight, and the ADB Micro box took just over 4 minutes to prepare for flight. So as a direct comparison, we're going to time preparing for flight the ADB Mini bag. So with that, we'll hit start. Okay, so the first thing we're going to prepare is the box that holds the EDM in. Very, very simple cardboard box. We'll just fold the flaps over. You use the roll of tape that's provided with the system just to secure the bottom of the box. We then take the EDM pad, it's the same pad as the mini box. Just open the pad up, and that should fit nice and neatly inside. Just even the pad up. There we go, so that's the pad in the box. Close the box up and just give it another strip of tape. So that's EDM prepared. Put that to one side. The next thing is the bag itself. So we'll remove the two straps of the backpack just to help us load. Open the bag up, take the top flap out of the way, and then the EDM box fits nice and neatly in the bottom of the bag. There we go, push that down, you see it's in place. Now, as a payload we'll be using two 10 kilo sacks of rice. The good thing about using a bag-based system as opposed to a box-based system is that provided the payload is within the weight range, you can fit a regular shape inside it. So, there's our two 10 kilo bags of rice inside the bag. We're just going to close the flap up now. Does two things: it holds the payload in place during flight, and it also provides a rain cover for the backpack. Okay, so nice and simple, two granny knots on the end of these loops. There you go, that's the first one. And the second one. There we go, that's nice and secure. So the next step is to attach the parachute. It's the same pre-packed parachute as we use on a mini box system. Again, the payload weight is the same range. Very simply, open the top of the bag and remove the parachute. You find the end of the shroud lines and pull these all out. Again, the parachute is oblong, and the bag is oblong, so we just match the sides up. Now, unlike the mini box, we don't have load carriage ends. We have 4 loops and 8 shroud lines. So we go through a loop with a cable tie, through 2 shroud lines, through another loop, through 2 more shroud lines, and so on all the way around the bag. As with all of the ADB parachutes, there's no additional packing or rigging needed, no folding needed, so it's nice and simple just to attach the parachute. So there we go, that's all of the loops now in place. We're just going to nip the cable tie up. Again, if like me you've got the cable tie back to front, you can just flip it straight over. Just nip that up, do a quick check, make sure we have 2 loops in between all of the blue loops, which we have, and again for redundancy we just put a second cable tie all the way through. This one's easier to thread. Last couple of loops coming through. Just give it a quick visual inspection to make sure that we've captured all of the shroud lines and all of the loops. Nip that one up. There we go. And then we'll just tighten the cable ties up. Again, doesn't have to be too tight. Just hold the parachute in place. We'll take a pair of side cutters and cut the loose ends off. There we go, and there we have it. Stop the clock. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And there we have an ADB Mini Backpack prepared for flight.